Hey friend, have you ever felt like your joy's been lost? Have you ever felt like something has stolen your joy and you just can't find it? I think we've all been there. It's a common thread that we all experience. And that's why I wrote the Bible study, Surrender the Joy Stealers, Rediscover the Jesus Joy in You. It is a 6-week strategic Bible study rooted in John. And why do we need this study? Well, I'll tell you a little story. Back in 2013, I spoke at a women's event, and the theme was joy. And I asked women to write down on little slips of paper what threatened to steal their joy that day. And I didn't know how many would participate, when we have to do those different things at women's events, if people would actually even want to participate. Well, just about every woman in the room participated, and they did write down their joy stealers, and they got out of their seats and they walked forward in an act of surrender, and they dropped those joy stealing slips into the box up front. And in exchange, they took up a white carnation to symbolize that they were surrendering their joy stealers to God that day, and they were going to accept freely God's joy and peace into their hearts. So I took the box home. And I knew that there would be some things in there, like busy schedules and crazy kids that drive us nuts sometimes and things like that. But there were so many more things in there that were very deep, like addictions, marriage issues, struggles with health, diagnoses that they just received, going through a season of having a prodigal child. There were so many hurts. There was so much pain represented in that box. And each slip of paper represented a woman. And I brought them home because I wanted to pray that each and every woman represented by those slips of paper would not be tempted to take their joy stealers back once they've surrendered them. And that became my why. That became my why. When we minister and serve others, we need to really be reminded of our why. I pray that this Bible study will take women on a journey to freedom. Week 1 is reveal, and we must reveal what threatens to steal our joy and actually name it, and I explain why that is so important in week 1. Week 2, we're going to respond. We need to respond once we've revealed what our joy stealers are. We need to respond by surrendering them to God. Then week 3 is receive. We want to have an open heart and receive fully what God has given us already and wants to continue to give us. And then we go into week 4, which is renew. We talk about renewing our mind, renewing our spirit, renewing our soul. Just a renewal. And then the week 5 goes into rest, because we need rest, and not just a nap on the couch, which is amazing and I love doing that, but we need deep down to the soul Sabbath rest. We need to rest in Him. What does it mean to rest in Him? What does it mean to be in Christ? We say that often, don't we? But what does that really mean? What does it look like to surrender our joy stealers? What does surrender look like practically? And then week 6 is reach, because we were called to bear much fruit. So what is this fruit? Do we have to bear fruit ourselves? How do we do that? What is the fruit for? What is fruit? I love in John 15 how Jesus talks about that He is the vine and we are the branches, and the Father is the vine dresser. And a vine dresser intimately and intricately prunes. Friend, I hope you'll join me on this journey to surrender your joy stealers and rediscover the Jesus joy in you. I'm Doris Swift, the author, and you can find more about this great Bible study at dorisswift.com. Thank you, friends. God bless you, and may you walk in the joy that Jesus gave you.